So let's talk about a really weird digital battle that's happening right now. It's this fight between AI artists on anonymous boards and the bots that are programmed to just instantly delete their work. We're going to get into why this is happening and, more importantly, how artists are using surrealism, of all things, to fight back. It's a fascinating story.
You know that feeling, right? You've spent forever crafting the absolute perfect prompt. You generate this incredible, stunning image. You're so proud of it, you upload it, and poof, it vanishes. In seconds. No warning, no reason given. It's just gone. It is so frustrating.
Well, if that's ever happened to you, you are far from alone. Get this. Recent data shows that a staggering 78%, that's almost 4 out of every 5 pieces of what you or I would call perfect AI art, gets automatically zapped by moderation bots.
And look, this isn't just a case of bad luck. It's actually a sign of something much bigger. You've basically stumbled right into the middle of a digital arms race, this constant cat and mouse game between creative people and the algorithms that are built to police them.
Okay, so how in the world did we get here? To really get it, we need to rewind a little bit and see why these bots got so incredibly aggressive in the first place.
It all really kicked off around 2022. That's when these online communities just got flooded with tons and tons of generic AI art spam. So by 2024, the platforms fought back with these super aggressive bots trained to spot the classic signs of AI, like perfect symmetry. But then in 2025, users found this creative loophole. And that led directly to the weird, surreal, and wonderful art styles that are everywhere today.
And you have to remember, this isn't just a technical glitch. There is a real human cost to all of this. We're talking about artists wasting hours of their time, feeling like their creativity is being shut down, and just living with that constant nagging threat of being banned by some faceless algorithm. It's a rough deal.
So after all that frustration, people started to realize something totally counterintuitive. The biggest mistake they were making wasn't that their art had flaws. It was that they were trying to make it too perfect. They were making exactly what the bots were trained to hunt for.
And that realization leads us right to the solution. This is where human creativity really shines, where people found a brilliant, and let's be honest, a pretty weird way to outsmart the machine.
So the whole approach shifted dramatically. Artists just moved away from that hyper-realistic, super symmetrical art that bots could spot a mile away. Instead, they leaned into a whole new strategy, surreal silliness. The new art is meant to be absurd, intentionally flawed, and abstract, all the things the bots are not programmed to look for.
This whole movement even got a name, Fabulous Styles. It's a really deliberate artistic choice. The goal is to make stuff that feels more like a strange dream or a myth, using all that absurdity and those intentional imperfections as a kind of digital camouflage.
Pretty smart, huh?
And does it work? Oh yeah. The results speak for themselves. The data here is just crystal clear. While that perfect art only has about a 22% chance of getting past the bots, these new surreal styles, they have a 90% success rate. It is literally night and day. It's gotten so big that experts are noticing. As digital anthropologist Dr. Elena Rostova puts it, this is about way more than just posting pretty pictures. She says users are actually weaponizing surrealism to protect their anonymity and just exist in these digital spaces.
Okay, so you get the why. Now let's dive into the how. Here's your practical 3-step guide so you can join the movement and start posting your own work without fear of the bots.
It's actually a really simple process. First step, engineer that absurdity right into your prompts. You want to ask for intentional flaws, weird combinations, surreal vibes. Step 2, when you generate the art, just embrace the chaos. Don't try to fix the weirdness, lean into it. And finally, step 3, post it with confidence, knowing you've made something that's designed to slip right past those algorithmic gatekeepers.
So what's the big takeaway here? In this weird little arms race, all the old rules have been flipped upside down. To get a perfect outcome, which is getting your post to actually stick, you now have to embrace imperfection in the art itself.
And that brings us to the future. I mean, this workaround is super clever and it's effective right now, but this cat and mouse game is far from over. So, what's the next move?
And that's really the question we want to leave you with. What happens when the moderation bots get updated? When the algorithms finally get trained to recognize the very surrealism and absurdity that's letting users fly under the radar now? The arms race will just continue, and human creativity will have to adapt all over again. What do you think that next artistic shift is going to look like?